All right, welcome back to the shop. This is, I guess, tape number 30 on the high voltage number 11 build. Uh, really just sanding out parts. So everything's been primered. The elevators have all been sanded out and primer. Now I got to sand them. So they'll be going through and sanding. So I'll be getting that piece to look down like that, taking off as much primer as possible on a nice flat surface. The other thing is we'll be sanding the fuse and the flaps. So not super exciting stuff, but I'll show you how I do it. And again, there's many ways to do this in this event. So I'm using 320 sticky back paper. I have a block that I cut. And it's always better to start with a block and then go to free paper, free-handed paper, because you will find the high and low spots pretty quickly. All right. So I just got a foam block that I'm working off of to put it on, and that's flat. And really just in a circular motion, starting to cut it. And you can see the high spots come right through. So just the primer I used on this one, I used this Iron Armor filler primer that you can get from Harbor Freight. Works pretty good. You got to let it dry. It doesn't dry super fast, but it coats well. The sandable primer version from Harbor Freight, which I guess you can't get anymore. So anytime something works well, it seems to disappear on us. But this is what I would say the better one, because you can shoot it on and within 10 minutes it'll powder right off. The filler one, you got to wait a little while, let it dry, and you can't put it on. If you put it on heavy, it'll take even longer. But it sands pretty good. Like this, I shot these last night, and they powder right off. So, all right. So you can look, the high spots are starting to come through where the carbon is. Now what I'll do is I'll sand it so there's hardly any primer left on it, where I'm not sanding through the carbon. If I start to sand through and see wood, I stop. Again, you want to take off as much primer as possible, or as much paint as possible every time. That's what keeps the finishes light. When I get around the edges, I carefully work them because they're round. And the back edge I cut. If the paper gets clogged, one of the tricks is you can take a paper towel or a piece of foam and kind of just clean off the paper and get some more cutting out of it. So I'll just show you one area for concern on all of these is where you have a piece of hardwood, in case I have a piece of basswood here for the flap horn or the elevator horn. It's usually this area right behind it that you end up with a little bit of a divot in it. This one I did pretty good. I don't have really anything, but you can see that's the higher spot as I sand through. But that one's pretty good. On the other one, I had to put a little bit of fill. And this one, I had a slight spot of filler in it. If you can see, that's definitely the higher spot. Hoping that tomorrow I'll be able to shoot color on this. We'll see. Also depends on the weather. Looks like we're gonna get some snow here tomorrow, a couple inches. So we'll see how that turns out. So the more time you take here, the more primer you get off, the more weight you save. And all you really try to do is level the substrate down. And anywhere you have like a lot of primer, just feel to see, make sure you don't have any low spots there. The primer's filling in the valleys or the low spots. And that's what it ends up looking like. I still got the other side. So just to give you an idea weight-wise, this thing started at 0.5, half an ounce. It's now down to 0.45. So I should be able to get down to 0.4. So each elevator weighs about 0.4. So I have less than an ounce in elevators, which is pretty good. Ready for some color. So I figure finished with clear on, it'll be about an ounce back there, maybe an ounce and a quarter. So I'll do the same process for the flaps. I'll do that off camera though. I do want to show sanding out some of the glazing putty, the 3M green stuff. So good stuff, but you got to use it carefully. Used to be red lead. You can get it in red, white, and green. Green is the faster drying. I do have white as well. Sometimes you want to have a different color. It looks like this elevator is going to be ready to go. Full spot there. Again, just working around edges. Paper starts to get clogged, change it up. Again, just working the edge here. Okay, now, halfway work the leading edge. It's round, so you don't want to dig into it. You just want to cut it. Then I'll take a loose piece of paper and do these. This is round. Now just continue to take primer off. You just want to get where the valleys are filled. So if you look, right, only the absolute low spots are filled. All right, let's see how much it weighs. Okay, 0.85, so not bad. All right, so now that the glazing putty is dried, so what I'll do is this is where I use a block to kind of just cut it carefully without scanning anything else. Just lightly cutting it. Anywhere I have high concentrations of primer, I'm just going to continue to sand them. All right. So that's kind of what I got going on today. Not really very exciting. Windex on paper towel to get it all cleaned off. If you look, there's very little primer left over. Just in any of the low spots. And you just run your finger over and make sure you don't have any bad spots in it. But overall, this piece is ready to go. Okay. Let's wipe this one down. So not a lot going on here today other than sanding. Like I said, hopefully today I'll get everything sanded out. And I think we're ready to put a coat of color on after that. So again, most of this plane has a black base on it because of the green. So again, I'm just going to feel the parts. So overall, not too bad. All right, so that's pretty much what I got for today. I'm going to continue to sand off camera. Again, not too exciting stuff, but that's how the progress is going. Again, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get stuff in the right colors, get it all in black at least, see what I really got, because black will definitely show a lot of stuff. I'll show anything I missed. So, all right, so thanks for watching, and if you enjoy the videos, like them, subscribe, and tell your friends. Thanks, everyone.